me all of 5 minutes to fix, and then I'll be driving home.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. even with the current climate, mate, at the end of the day, is there anything more essential for people than wages? Do you know what I mean? It's
Oh yes, the most essential thing, isn't it?
the most essential thing, wages. We are live, just so you know.
Yo,
Just so you know.
how's it going?
One viewer concurrently. Let me just drop that down. Hello, whoever's there.
What's happening, John? Sega,
Let me
Maxwell.
do that there. Let me get up a chat there. Do I need to move that new thing that it's telling me, don't I? Yes, John. Sega Maxwell. Is XLM touching 40 soon?
Fucking hell.
I don't know,
Yes,
is it?
Ash.
Is
What's
it?
happening?
Let me get
40 cents.
Right, let's get Nomics up first while we get
Fucking
started.
hope not. 30. No, it's not. It's 30.
Nomics Finance, mate. Nomics Finance, mate. What? Welcome, guys. Let's crack it off. What the hell's happening? What's going on? The power of the people, baby. The power of Reddit. Now it's interesting how they fought back in it. We will get into it. What's happened on Robin Hood, Chris? Have you read more than me? I've got to be honest. I've only read up to now, so.
It's not only Robin Hood. It's like Revolut. They all did it.
Yeah,
it's
but then,
basically
like, what? So did what? Like,
they just restricted buys. I think it was
closed trades only. That's what I
Yeah.
seeing.
Yeah, but it's basically what Coinbase do every time Bitcoin's about to pump. It's no different to what we've been going through the last, couple of years. It's just now like all the bigger platforms are doing it for stocks now. It's just everything's going mental, isn't it? Like you say, you're just watching everything burn at the minute. So anything goes.
It's a bit naughty. What's
Well, they've been begging the public, retail, to get into stocks and stuff for the last few years by giving them the services on apps and stuff. And now they're actually putting their money in, and the public are making good money. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. We're not having that.
I mean, 36 at 4 in the morning. It was 36 cents at 4 in the morning.
Fucking hell.
Interesting. That's the kind of thing you miss. Like, literally, we're in bed, 4 in the morning, barely up for work at that time. Alarms aren't even going off yet.
What was XRP doing at 4 in the morning?
Exactly. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It makes one wonder. I'm going to get AMC, get the lot up in a minute. Or why have I come all the way back off there? I mean, being slow today. Should I buy another bag of XRP? Yeah, again, Scott. Hey, that only you can answer that. It's not up to me to tell you when you can and can't buy. We're having internet problems here, me, I think. Got a dodgy connection, lad.
7-day XRP. Oh, it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Not even the predictions.
What's the 1 day saying though? Is it anything like Army XLM?
It did.
Mate, very interesting.
That's like, what's that, 32 cents?
Very interesting.
29.
Yeah, 299, 109, or 1901. No, mate. Yeah, I've seen the XRP number 1. I mean, I'm seeing posts, right? Honestly, now. I'm seeing posts of they ain't stopping with Dogecoin till it's at. I've seen the dollar one you said, Chris. I've seen one saying $10. I've seen they're going after Cardano next. Going after TRX next. Seen quite a few of them.
Ether.
To be honest.
I don't know how they can have that much impact on something with that much money already in it. God knows.
GameStop and that's never trended so much, mate.
It's mad, isn't it? Because they're pretty much gone, weren't they, GameStop? Oh, they're non-existent now.
Do you know thingy though? I don't like. It's not hard, is it? Anyone who had a physical shop. I mean, you want to tell me? You want to tell me people spent the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 90s building these physical shops where they had all this bullshit of having to go through postage and packaging and all that fucking bollocks. And they can't just go through a little hire a developer and make all the products digital. Like GameStop should be just another Steam now.
Yeah, yeah, an online.
It's not
yeah,
like there's only Steam.
could have been, yeah.
I've got Steam on here somewhere. I'll probably have Arc Games. I've got No Man's Sky on its own.
Client, a game client, isn't it?
Exactly. So why the hell is it not just on its way to becoming that?
Well, maybe it is.
Possibly.
That's the thing. What I thought with that AMC, the cinema chain, maybe they're going into a streaming service and we just don't know about it yet.
Well, it's Blockbuster now, isn't it? It's Blockbuster shares on a bounce as well.
Are they? Are they still about? I wondered about that the other day.
Blockbuster shares. I mean, are we gonna?
No, really. I don't think you could still get them if the company was bust.
Bankrupt. Blockbuster joins Reddit-inspired retail rally.
What's that? The last few shareholders hoping they can cash out still.
Blockbuster. Why they're not an online streaming platform now is beyond me.
I know.
They just watched
Netflix take it.
No, but they could have done it and should have done it before Amazon and Sky. Now what I mean by that is where you go on Sky Movies now on demand and go to buy a film. They give the opportunity to buy the DVD as well, and they'll send it you.
Is that right?
Go on Amazon now and you can buy and rent it, and you'll actually own the film. You can download it, or you can buy the DVD on Amazon.
Stays on your account, doesn't it?
Netflix used to send the DVDs out.
Yeah, yeah, Love Film, wasn't it? Remember Love Film?
Yeah. So Blockbuster could have stayed doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
Over time, built a big server and made it all digital, and then sell the stock as DVDs that are sold. And people wouldn't have rented the DVDs anymore; they'd have bought more, and people would have been streaming the rentals. It's madness how they did. Mate, you'd have thought they could have saved themselves in 6 months as they started declining with that, but it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, one day ago, bankrupt Blockbuster video stock surged more than 700% Tuesday in sign of market. He blew you. I mean, what's going on?
That's Doge gains.
What's going on? It's like it's like they've just smearing the manipulation all over.
Well, I'm blaming it on retail when really it's just fresh cash coming straight off the fucking press, straight into these shares that have not been.
That's what I mean. Morning, XRP Venture, Michael, Faceless, Scott
Morning,
Kemp.
afternoon.
Morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Actually, what to get Elon's tweet up, because again, Chris, Elon Musk tweets change the game. I spoke a little bit to my mum and Ezzy yesterday and mentioned shorting and what they do and all that. And he even said, like, watch The Big Short, the film.
Yeah.
And just get your head a little bit around, just around what happens in the market behind closed doors and how they work it and manipulate it. And it just goes in one ear, one out the other. But Elon Musk tweet me. It changed the game, because I've shared that on Facebook, and even Ezzy now is like, oh, is that what it is then? They're basically betting on it, aren't they?
Well, that's all it is anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like they're not buying it or
it's legal gambling, isn't it? Really,
they're betting on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And Elon comes out like, you can't sell this, you can't sell that.
He changed his name, didn't he? Changed his name on Twitter to Bitcoin.
Changed the bio.
Did he?
Used to have SpaceX founder, Tesla, whatever it would have said.
Yeah. Yo, Hen, what's up? Make that guy a mod. 21 and BTC. I don't know if I could do it for me.
You got mod giving powers?
No.
Trending, obviously, is always going to be trending. Yeah, look, just Bitcoin in his bio.
One day he'll change that to XRP, I hope.
In retrospect, it was inevitable. That there changed the game. It's made loads of people be like, hang on a minute. So that's literally what they're doing, and even he thinks it's a scam. You can't sell houses you don't own. You can't sell cars you don't own, but you can sell stock you don't own. This is bullshit. Shorting is a scam, legal only for vestigial reasons. And then he put like, here come the shorty apologists. Give them no respect. Get shorter. What a fucking G.
Yeah.
What a fucking G. Can you imagine? Look at Matt like terraforming on Mars there. Can you imagine that shit?
Oh yeah.
And they've actually put the water
That's
on
fucking
that
nuts.
terraforming. They've actually put the water in the deep spots, haven't they? So you can see that big crater there ends up one of the first big lakes and oceans.
That's big, isn't it?
It spreads from there because that'll be melting the ice cap, won't they? If they melt the ice cap.
What we're gonna do? Nuke the poles?
See, it's the fastest way to do it, innit?
Yeah.
As funny and ridiculous as it seems, it would be the fastest way to do it, but it's not the best way to then have humans go straight away. If you're not planning on humans going to like the 2040s, 2050s, you could probably
just have machines out there.
2 years and that, but I don't think you'd really want to do that. So basically, exchanges. I mean, we need to. I'm not clicking BBC. Oh, hang on. So 2 hours ago here, Robinhood to restore GameStop trading as it wins $1 billion back in. Oh, these fucking cookies. Manage him off. Why are you hiding him? What are you hiding him? Hiding them for, and sure what? Nothing I can turn off there. Motherfuckers. The app helping to flu share buying frenzy is to resume limited buys after investor cash injection. Robinhood, the app favoured by small investors who have sent the share price of certain stocks soaring, is to restore trading in companies including GameStop after securing a $1 billion, £730 million injection from backers to handle the market frenzy. The decision to resume what Robinhood said would be limited buys of stocks such as American Airlines and AMC, the world's largest movie theatre chain and owner of the Odeon in the UK, sent GameStop stock up 99% to $389.
The Odeon's fucked, isn't it? It's gone.
Listen to this, it has tapped existing investors and drawn down at least several $100 million via a credit facility from banks led by JP Morgan and including Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs and Barclays. A spokesperson for Robinhood early on Friday described a $1 billion injection as a strong sign of confidence that it will help it further serve our customers. It also contacted existing investors, which include Sequoia, however you say that fucker, Sequoia Capital, Ribbit Capital, about emergency funding according to the New York Times. The move to stop trading's outrage users of Robinhood. It says its mission is to democratize finance for all. Prompted questions from US politicians. This is what I was saying to you before, Chris. If you're even there, no video.
Yes,
we've got they've got to jump on this. Mr. B in the house. They've got to jump on this. Let's have a cheeky look at the comments and see what people are saying. QNT finally waking up.
Buy Dogecoin. It's like 600% up.
I'm not telling you to buy that. I'm repeating what I read. I read it.
Yeah. No, there's the guy in the comment. Buy Dogecoin.
I read it out as well, but I literally read it out as if I was telling people to buy. But I'm not saying don't buy it either, to be perfectly fair. Like, what did I say to
Still,
you? Like, I put in the
yeah,
other
worth
chat,
putting a
getting
tenner
on
on
your
it.
hype.
My
Throw 20
someone
quid in
seen
it right now. Leave it till
put 500 quid
2025.
on it yesterday, and he made £1,000 this morning. Just woke up to £1,000.
Nice, nice.
Fucking easy money.
At the end of the day, you've just got to accept it. You've got to accept the choices you made.
Yeah.
Call it a loss, wear the L, do what you want. But if you didn't have it and it mooned, then you've just missed out on those gains. Doesn't mean it's not going to keep gaining. Doesn't mean it's going to have a massive. I mean, they'll likely correct a little bit, won't they?
Mate,
But
there could be another. There
it's
could be another one
inevitable.
in this in the sites. Any
Exactly.
other?
I'm like, has anyone got the Reddit?
Yeah.
Has
Do you
anyone
know
got the
that's
link,
just a.
bro?
Can you imagine if XRP did 700%
Mate,
in like 24 hours?
mate, but
Or Ether?
again, yeah, well done. Well done with your fucking couple of 100% and all that. What do you fucking do? But I'm here for the 39,000% shit's done in the past.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously.
Yeah. Fucking
I'm
right.
not, I'm not here for no 1,000% gain.
Not here for 5 figures.
Mate, it'd be less stressful to just go and suck a cock for 6 months and earn a bit of money gay for pay, mate, because at the end of the day, 500 to £1,000, 1,000%. It's not life-changing money for most people in the game, that. It's just really not.
6 figures and above, and you don't want a year's wage.
Not like when I
in one
say
go.
you've seen epic percentages in the past. That's what we're all in. Moon, listen, let's have it right. Moon ain't 1,000%. Moon isn't even 10,000%. Let's have it fucking right. Moon's 75% of people reaching their end game. Some people's gonna think we've mooned, and then be like, yeah, we've mooned, and then to someone else like, what the fucking hell are you on about, mate? It's barely moved. I'm not even halfway to my exit point yet. Fucking moon. Where's your Lambo, dickhead? Seriously, anyone? Oh, fucking moon. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're all saying they're gonna buy Lambos and all that shit. So until you got a Lambo on your drive of your big ass new house, you ain't hit no fucking moon. Jesus. You know what I mean? It's like these are still small gains, man.
Yeah.
Still small gains.
I don't know, mate. If I had all my money in Doge yesterday, I could have probably retired today.
Yeah, Mr. BXRP, the little guy beat Wall Street their own game. It's epic. And I was like telling loads of people it's epic. Me man, me dad, the dog, the fucking cat is telling everyone me. And next thing I heard about the restricted trading and stuff, and it's like they still find a way. They still find a way to manipulate it.
But it's nothing we haven't seen with crypto, is it? With Coinbase doing it every time something pumps, or shutting people out from buying. Uphold did it, didn't they?
Yeah, but I mean, don't they just say maintenance break and blag?
Yeah, but exactly.
Like,
That's exactly what they do.
Let's have it right. Haven't Robin Hood come out and
Convenient.
said, like, legitimately we're doing it to protect due to the recent volatility? They've legitimately issued fucking emails and statements to
Yeah.
They've issued emails and statements to customers saying that we're closing your account and shit. Like I've seen one. Did you share it on Facebook?
Yeah, I can't remember doing so. We shared it about somewhere.
Oh, I'll try and find this. Pump dump Doge, new don't understand. Update: Robin, other scam companies try to stop purchase of Dogecoin as well. I sold some and they have not put money back in my buying power. They're effectively stopping people from trading crypto now.
See MoneyGram's popping off.
MoneyGram is
20% up or something. Lee's just saying. Yeah, gold-plated bear. Get mortgage free.
I seriously just need to start sharing absolutely everything I find remotely interesting on Facebook, because finding it again when it's not on your own page is an absolute fucking nightmare. What I'm looking for is someone shared an email of Robin Hood, like telling them that their account was that the trade has
Okay.
been closed of so many GameStop shares. So they was literally closed it for them. It's not even like that they stopped them buying more or they was restricting whatever. They legitimately shut the trade on them. And I just can't find it.
Can't stream. Is Sam on? Is he? Oh, we're in a different country. It's all right.
Stanley. Oh, you can't stream same time as Crazy Sound to the Lifeboats. Hey, we stream when we watch stream, mate. Don't even know he was live. Legitimately, would have. I was debating whether to go live and not having time to put a video out this morning, and Chris just asked me, should we go live? So I was like, yeah, let's just go live for a little chinwag. We've got a bit of robotics to do, so we've got a tank robot to build. We've got to go to the wiring unit tomorrow, eh? But we've got a little robot, basically, yeah, a little tank robot that I want to build, and I need to put the other one back together, but I've lost a piece of it. That's what I was going to do, and then he asked me if I want to go live. So Robinhood actually put in their terms and conditions that they can close trades. Jesus. Right, at the end of the day, when the SEC is supposed to protect investors, where the fuck are they?
Yep.
Where are they now? While people's having trades closed on them. Do you know what I mean? And chances are they're on the sidelines while they freeze it. Then some motherfucker's going to manipulate it down, and then Robinhood's going to look like they was in the right anyway. So the SEC will like, well, say
the mega bankers will still be trading it.
They're closing it high, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? They are getting exposed, but it makes you wonder what they're doing behind the scenes now. Do you know what I mean? Are they actually in a position to accept the loss that they've just took? All these trades that are getting closed, they've got to go to someone. Can't just close a trade. Like, are they just close? Like, do you know what I mean? If you've actually bought something, and then someone's closing your fucking shit on you. This is why not your keys, not your crypto just springs straight to mind, mate. And people need to just be wary of when they're doing a contract for difference trade when they don't even own shit. Do you know what I mean? They're doing trades at leverage. You're doing a spot trade where you actually own it. People need to, like, make sure they're in the actual market they want to be in. There's people on Revolut thinking they own XRP. Do you know what I mean? And they just don't. How much Doge you got? I actually sold mine ages ago. Yeah, well, we just saw there they got a load of they got a 1 billion backing from investors. Robinhood now they're getting bailed out, mate, off the bankers. Yeah, do you know the market cycle graph?
The depression, fucking euphoria and all that.
Yeah.
It's kind of gone out the window now, isn't it?
Nah, is it fuck, mate? Oh. People didn't realise we didn't even get fucking started. That bad boy there were right before media attention on this bad boy. Make no mistake of that. And this is why I say it's going to be an epic bear trap, and I still see it. I still see it coming a little bit. Come on, internet. Me Tinterweb's slow. Tinterweb's gone slow, Chris. Me Tinterweb, mate.
Need that Starlink.
Just saved the flaming image. Jesus wept. There we go anyway. See, like, look, the takeoff. Come on, mate. Pictures. Save. Go away. Right, the first sell-off there, then the bear trap and the media attention. We're still here, man. Still here. We've not even hit, like, media attention enthusiasm. Look, there's the institutional investors are at this bit, mate. Smart money, institutional. Then the public. Public ain't in yet. We're fucking down here.
Yeah.
We're literally... you could argue we're at the takeoff, bro. And the bear trap will come at the end of this year or next summer, and then we'll be truly on. And in perspective, there you could argue that first sell-off's coming at about 100 grand Bitcoin, and that'll be the first institutional sell-off where they buy a little bit, they introduce a little fucking bear trap to shake a load of motherfuckers out, and then they're off to the races then, all the way up to that new paradigm shift up there. And again, with it being a brand new tech and all that, are we really coming into bull traps and fear and all? We ain't coming back down there, crypto, mate. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You can ignore that left fucking side after bull trap. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's literally that denial bit. That denial is it's non-existent in crypto because it legitimately will be a surviving tech. Wi-Fi flopping in the summer house, mate. Yeah, and I've got the heating on, yeah. Damn right. I've got a switch. Well, I've got two. I need to fucking put these in. TP-Link switches. I've got a lead coming in here, and then I need one to go over to the garage, and hopefully I can get it fucking connected decently. It's on a shitty little plug there. Could be a little better if I'm being perfectly honest. It's fucking botched. Just botched it in and never did it, never dressed it properly. Thing is how do you reset these Wall Street systems and shit? You know, all the stock markets and the derivatives and the bonds and the yield markets and all that. How we're talking about the Great Reset. How do the I mean, is this just the beginning? It's literally feels like the beginning of the end of massive manipulation. I'm not going to say it's just going to end within 12 months or it's not going to be possible in the future, but it's clearly Wall Street manipulation has just hit the mainstream fucking news in a way where they got the pants pulled down in the world center, not like it was center of the fucking world, pants pulled down, ass slap like that, get fucked, dickhead. Red faces, mate, in front of everyone. And then all of a sudden, they actually have the audacity to fucking cease trading on people as well and close accounts and that, blowing it up even more in the public eye.
Vincent Jones. Curious about what you guys think about the crypto investing outlook once more governments come out publicly and announce that they're creating their own cryptocurrencies. Most of them have actually come out now and said they're like providing framework, aren't they? And they're all like choosing which companies to build their CBDCs on.
Right.
You know,
The Bank of England has already got extensive documentation on CBDCs and the road they're taking in creating one, and so's a hell of a lot of other governments, right? They've also got short and sweet documents and short and sweet videos that explain it generally, and the one the public are getting is a 60-second bit on the BBC News, mate, that cash has gone digital. CBDCs are now being rolled out. Check your Halifax app for more information. And 75% of people don't go and check their Halifax app. There's like, fucking digital money's digital money, innit? Most people won't even know it's fucking happened, mate. They don't know about ILP. They don't know about digital asset swaps of the future. They don't know about the Internet of Value. They don't even know. Most people don't even know the difference between a payment and a settlement in a digital a digital system.
Yeah.
They don't know the difference. They understand that the bank gets pending payments and shit.
Yeah.
But that should actually say, and that's kind of the reason why they don't thinking about it. It says pending payment when in fact it's actually a pending settlement. You've already paid for it. You took the fucking product.
Yeah, it's just waiting to settle.
It's waiting to settle, exactly. So it's actually, when you look at your bank and you've got pending payments in your bank, you've paid for the thing, trust me.
Yeah.
You're just pending to settle. It's the settlement that's pending. That's gone.
Scott,
It's gone,
yeah.
mate.
Scott Kemp, heard of H bar? Yeah, man, I rate H bar.
H bar. You got some.
I did. I got in at like
Why
point
did
0.2 of a
yeah,
cent, and I sold it. I made a bit like when it got to half a cent, and it went back down for ages. But now it's almost a cent. Ooh. So yeah, it's a good project that. Fucking hell.
yeah, it's all right when you took a profit in it.
Yeah, I
It's not
get
as
back
big
in.
as
It's
a
still
kick
under
in
a
the
cent,
pit.
man. It's like a long-term H bar, I think. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they did. They get spank picked. 100%. Pants down and spanked. And the sad fact is that they were still able to halt it, man. Like, they legitimately lock people's accounts down and shit and lock the trading down. Everyone's like, oh, did you see where it had gone? Did you see where it went? You see where it went? And I'm thinking, well, where would it have gone if they didn't stop her? Where would it have gone before the fucking correction are out? And I've actually not even had a gander, so let's go and have a gander. Let's get off this shit. Let's put AMC stocks.
It's Odeon, isn't it, man? Those guys are like
Start with
bankrupt here.
AMC stocks.
There's nothing left of that company.
Mate, they need to get onto me. And seriously, do you know what they should mate, cinemas. Do you know how cinemas
Yeah.
survive? It's go
Popcorn.
interactive fucking places to go. They could literally become mixed reality arenas.
Yeah.
Mixed reality arenas. Want to go to Potter on Saturday, but you can't get down to London? Well, come to my mixed reality arena because I've got a Potter weekend going down, and I'm telling you, all the augmented reality in there is going to be Harry Potter based. The next week we've got Conan. The next week it's Justice League superheroes. The week after that it's Avengers with fucking Robert Downey Jr. coming as a special guest. Mate, the fucking cinemas they're slipping, and it's their own fucking fault, mate. They're not looking at the tech and think like directors now need to have a guy in his film running around with a 3D camera next to Dwayne Johnson as a character, and Dwayne Johnson turns to the camera every now and then and is like, what should we do here? And then you as the audience in the 3D camera thinking, shit, I'm in the fucking film with Dwayne, shit, wait, we need to go that way, mate. And obviously from that decision, The Rock's filmed two outcomes to the movie, and you're just following him one with a VR, with a 360 camera. Yeah, you're just along for the ride, but you'd still get to make decisions. This interactive gameplay. Watch Bandersnatch. Black Mirror Bandersnatch, the movie, mate. It's one of the first interactive movies ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're slipping, and it's their own fucking fault. Blockbuster, it was their own fucking fault, and it'll be the same for all the cinemas and that, mate. If they think that 4D cinema or 5D cinema is going to save them, it's not.
Nope.
Mate, there's talk of introducing smells into films.
7D.
Mate, you can stick that up your ass in a zombie fest or a horror.
That ain't gonna go down well in a Rona environment, is it?
Not even
Aerosols.
Not even that. Do you want to watch CSI when they're going to a crime scene of a body that's been there 6 months?
You gotta smell that.
Smell the fucking scene. You really want that?
No.
You're fuck.
What's up, Chad? Not a lot.
Chad? We're just
Gang.
just having a general chinwag.
Yeah, they are suppressing XRP. It's the most suppressed asset on earth, I'd say.
So there you go. That was clearly when they stopped it. In my opinion. Wednesday the 27th at 4 o'clock. Is that when Robinhood and most other platforms cease trading on fucking certain stocks?
Yeah, probably.
Because it's took a right little dip since, mate. Even though it's still like proper up.
A friend of mine made something like 60k off GameStop this weekend, yesterday.
See, even Cineworld. You'd think they'd be all plummeting. Some of them. The thing with some of them with their investors and that, if they are actually doing them thinking about implementing some of the shit that I've just been talking about, and augmented reality and stuff, and becoming a different kind of content arena.
Yeah, see, it might be insider knowledge that, and everyone's just getting in on it.
Yeah.
They could come out
And
with a streaming platform.
I'm not saying you still show normal movies, like 2D and 3D films, and try all your 4 and 5D shit.
Even a streaming service,
mate,
even that.
I'm saying 2D, 3D ain't going to keep your cinema open to 2030.
No.
You will be dead. Your company will be gone.
Well, they're gone now, aren't they?
Gone. No,
If
they're still
lockdown.
there.
Yeah, but
most of them are still. Showcase.
Which is the one that went?
Just died on it.
Yeah, one of them's gone on it, and then
Showcase
you've got.
Has just died. You still got.
What have we got
AMC
here?
have still got fucking cinemas here.
Who owns View? AMC is Odeon, isn't it? There's a few of them here. But who's View? Because they're still about. But obviously, imagine the rent on some of those buildings. They're massive.
Yeah, but if you've got an Odeon, that's being run and maintained by Odeon. An AMC is being run and maintained by AMC. Someone at Odeon, you might be in the umbrella, but that's what a subsidiary is for. It's that business is doing that. It's why it's got its own share price. Does AMC own Odeon or the other way around? I don't actually know.
I think AMC, it's the group that own Odeon, etc. It's like that Arcadia group that went down in England, with fucking Debenhams and Topshop and all that.
It's likely Odeon in the UK was on its way out, and AMC being the parent company then rebranded them under their brand. And they might have let the Odeon company actually go under, but that would have almost definitely been a subsidiary, I reckon. I mean, they might have shut it down, but it's still up immensely. Crazy. They was gonna short it. I mean, you don't even what's the to short, bruh? At that point. Do you know what I mean? What, they give it a little pump there. Give it a little pump from $19.
It's 337. Okay.
Has anyone got any links or out where with SEC's words on it or government's words on it? Is Doge in the top 10?
It is top 10, yeah. Number 10.
Can't fucking spell. Govern. And
took a picture of it last night. 650% up on a 24 hour.
I want some of the actual comments. Shit, when was that? What was that for? Yo, the Robin Hood got... I actually didn't know that. They got charged last year.
Not long ago.
17th of December, mate. For misleading customers.
Well,
Robin Hood to allow limited purchases. Robin Hood users are furious over its stock trading. Let's see if we've got any links here to
I think Revolut did it as well.
I can't just go to Twitter and find them all. And all I'm hearing articles is it's prompted a response from government, but I haven't actually seen any hyperlinks or any quotes of who from government actually spoke. Robin Hood is dead. What I posted on a Twitter, so she tweeted that she would welcome a hearing in the House Financial Services Committee. There we go.
They have destroyed their brand, haven't they?
There we go. Here we go, lad.
Antonopoulos said about it as well.
Give me the look. Give me the look. Give me the look. I'm guessing she's the top brass. Oh, might that is it the separate
AOC. It's about the one time everyone agrees with her. She hated Trumpy, didn't she?
When would it be? When would she have tweeted it? To welcome a hearing.
Ted Cruz even agreed with it, didn't he? Ted Cruz said about it. If you go on Antonopoulos' page on Twitter, you know Anthony Antonopoulos.
Anthony Antonopoulos.
Yes.
That's a
yes.
quality fucking name.
Yeah. Well, he retweeted Ted Cruz saying I agree to her. I think.
Antonopoulos.
Antonopoulos.
I can't spell.
I can't remember how to spell it.
I can't remember how many O's I should have put. Antonopoulos.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me have a little look.
Anthony.
Someone posted it in my group.
I'm about to do when you're giving me names like that.
Tony Antonopoulos.
Is that what it is?
Tony? No.
Tony? Taking a piss there.
Hang on, I'll find it. Someone posted it in my group. Coralie.
Apparently he's got
Andreas.
A high IQ.
It's Andreas Antonopoulos.
Fucking hell, Chris. Might help if you put the D, Scott.
Andreas Antonopoulos. There he is. Top one.
Hey guys, a blue tick gangster. What am I looking for now? I don't even know
he shared Ted Cruz's tweet agreeing with Cortez about this thing. Robin Hood. Keep going down. It's from yesterday. He tweets quite a lot, doesn't he? Protect themselves from massive losses.
So we don't have a problem. And we also have a very well automated risk management system, so we haven't really gotten hurt. However, I cannot say the same thing with full confidence about other brokers. I really don't know where they stand, so I'm extremely concerned. As game moved from $17 to $500, there are roughly 3 million contracts outstanding in the options market.
It's Davos this week.
If one of those options is worth, say, an average option I estimate worth about $10,000 now, so that is a loss of roughly $10 to $15 billion on the one side and $10 to $15 billion of gain on the other. I'm afraid that there may be brokers who may not be able to meet these margin calls. So that is the...
So just to be clear, you're worried about the middlemen. Are you doing this move to protect yourself or to protect your customers?
Partly to protect ourselves, but mostly to protect, of course, to protect our customers, but most of all to protect the marketplace, to protect the clearinghouse. So if there are $10 to $15 billion of losses in there, somebody has to pay them. Will they be able to pay it? Is the big question.
That's extremely interesting. Will the clearinghouse have the liquidity is the question. That's basically what he was saying. You need to protect the liquidity of the clearinghouses.
This is why. That's exactly why Coinbase do it, isn't it?
Oh, motherfucker! Is that not a video, bastard? It's just a picture.
It is liquidity, isn't
it? GameStop. It's all
markets and everything that's happening with GameStop. You did mention, I believe, yesterday that the Treasury Secretary is monitoring the situation and she's kind of on top of it. There have been some kind of concerns about her previous engagements with Citadel and speaking fees that she has received from Citadel. Are there any plans to have her recuse herself from advising the president on GameStop and the whole Robinhood situation?
Well, just to be clear, what I said was that we have the Treasury Secretary is now confirmed. Obviously, we have a broad economic team. The SEC put out a statement yesterday that I referred to, but I don't think I have anything more for you on it, other than to say separate from the GameStop issue, the Secretary of Treasury is one of the world-renowned experts on markets, on the economy. Shouldn't be a surprise to anyone she was paid to give her perspective and advice before she came into office.
I'm pretty sure people would be questioning the actual advice she gave rather than the fee she got for it. Fuck the brokers, Scott. That's the one, mate. Fuck the brokers. Fuck the brokers. Break the brokers. DeFi Boomify. Shit. January 28th yesterday, more than half of all Robinhood old users own at least some GameStop stock. Yeah, there we go. This is unacceptable. We now need to know more about Robinhood app's decision to block retail investors from purchasing stock while hedge funds are freely able to trade the stock as they see fit. As a member of the Financial Services Committee, I'd support a hearing if necessary. I think CMTE means committee. It made me want to say committee. Have you seen that? Robin Hood Sports, they managed to piss off people so much that Ted Cruz agrees with AOC.
Yeah, that is the tweet, yeah.
That's the one you invented it. Robin Hood changing the name to Sheriff of Nottingham. That's joke. Robin Hood just destroyed their brand overnight. Is it really that bad? Are we hearing much talk of people actually like going, well, fuck Robin Hood, I'm moving my shit?
Not really, because we're used to it in crypto, because Coinbase and all that do it all the fucking time, don't they? No one bats an eyelid. You want to buy yourself some crypto?
I bat an
eyelid. Yeah. I think we do.
That's why I don't keep most of my assets on them exchanges.
No, but when you want to buy, do you know what I mean? Or like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, say you want to send some money there on that, on payday, and Bitcoin's about to moon or do a move, and they go, "Oh, we're down for maintenance." Fuck. Yeah, and then you're like, "What the fuck?" And then you have to fucking, and that's it, isn't it? Game over.
At the end of the day, maybe I'm just a little different, and hopefully I'm all right with the ones I currently use, but I ditched Coinbase, I haven't used them for time. I ditched Wirex, I haven't used them for time.
So I try to use, have as many as you can. There's always a way out in there, but if they're doing it in calculated fucking, it wasn't only Robinhood that did that yesterday. It was Revolut as well. Do you know what I mean? I bank with Revolut. Well, some of it. So it's a bit of a worry.
Yeah, let's just put trading halted or something. Trading halted. For volatility, that is a perfect way of doing it. That is, because that's where they'll be, because that'll be the headlines, and that'll be the reason they're giving. Trading for GameStop, AMC, and Express stocks halted for volatility as popular brokers like Robinhood take extreme measures. Blackberry. Fucking hell.
Nokia, mate. Look at Nokia. They'll be booming next.
I want
disappearing.
the BlackBerry brand. Can I own that brand, please? I just want to make T-shirts saying I had a BlackBerry, and then on the back put once. A while ago.
I never had a BlackBerry, me. That was the next step up from the Pageo, wasn't it? That?
Just put back in the day, BlackBerry.
That's having a keyboard on your phone.
BlackBerry, right? What was weird is the fucking the PDAs, mate. The PDAs. Let me just see if I can get one of these up now.
I had a PDA. I've had a PDA before. Some of the companies I work for doing all the paperwork. Some of them are fucking like bricks.
1990. What the fuck was I putting then?
It was a pager then. Did you ever have a pager? My old man had a pager for work.
See these motherfuckers here, right, in the late 90s, these was coming about, man, the PDAs and all that, and every phone was like trying to figure out how to do a better one.
How to do a colour screen.
I swear to God, when 3, the network I'm on now, when 3, that's why I wrote 3, because when they first came out, they did nothing but PDFs.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I swear to God, it didn't take long till they changed, but look at them now, man. All, like, some of it, they was deemed too big, some of them. This is why the BlackBerry, and you notice how most of them are the same shape as the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
People didn't like no buttons at the time, mate. This was before your iPhone bullshit with Steve Jobs getting laughed at and all that shit. They didn't want buttons. They still wanted buttons, and there was no keypad. So although it was good with your pen to tick off jobs and work as a tradesman or whatever, the PDAs, they didn't really serve as a telephone at the time. So BlackBerry basically made them a little longer and put a keyboard on the bottom, and that's literally why BlackBerry boomed. You had people bouncing from PDA back to Blackberries. I got a BlackBerry instead of getting one of them.
Yeah, now we've got big
Scott
phones.
Kemp, in 10, 20 years, that's what it'll look like, mate.
Yeah, well, they'll just be in
There
your
it is.
fucking, on your glasses. Just a bloody user interface on your eye.
I'd imagine, let me take me fucking what, right, so that's about, I mean, it's an inch and a half, nearly 2 inch of space on my wrist that's being took up, depending on the little bit of movement it has. So if that didn't move and was fixed completely, but still took up all that room, it'd be twice the width. Do you know what I mean? Now, if we could put a little strap there, Chris, you just said augmented and the glasses. So imagine I've got a set of glasses on, or contact lenses. Everything that my phone does regarding to connect to the internet, answer calls, answer text, blah, 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 and sends that to a screen, is then on there. And I can choose to use that little screen, just say a screen about that big on a strap. That's what, a 4-inch corner to corner. 4-inch screen, corner to corner on your wrist. It's not even too big. So you can view things on there for text messages or in your contacts and glasses. Do you know what I mean? You'll be able to just one hand type texts or speak to text. The next generation are going to do speak to text. Fucking hell, it makes you think how long it'll take for thought to text to come in. They're currently working out thought to movement to be able to drive stuff. But I think when I'm wearing my earbuds, so if I've got my Samsung earbuds in and my watch on and my phone goes off ringing, I can look at my watch to see who it is and then decide whether to answer it or not in the earbud without even bothering to go anywhere near my phone. That says to me, the minute my watch is as capable as my phone, I don't actually need the phone for calls. Think about it, you don't really need your phone for calls anymore. If your watch could accept a 4G signal, you could get calls straight to your watch, straight to your earbuds. You don't even need the fucking phone. You need the phone for a decent platform to text message on and send people messages and watch YouTube and Netflix when you're on the bus and train.
It's just a computer person, it's a computer in it these days.
Smoking is bad. So's crossing the road without looking. Careful.
So's wearing a mask. Yeah. Or not.
I was going to say something then, but
yeah, nope.
Nearly got an order.
Smoke is bad. Watch me rip a bong. Don't we just love Doge?
So,
yeah.
Scott, my favourite exchange, me on-off ramps Uphold because it's an ILPG.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Once you get set up, I can understand people's quality if you've had a little bit of struggle or trouble. Actually try to activate a card in a bank for any reason at all and you just walk away. I can fully understand that, but promise you this, if you ever actually get on Uphold, signed up for your card and start using it with the ILP implementation, and if you've got Tipbot interledger payment pointers that you want to actually add to a wallet, that wallet's for you as an on and off ramp straight up. Just not got as many assets as, say, Bitrue and Binance, which would be the next two choices to
it's got a great selection.
Send that value to. Carry on, get him out the fucking chat.
See ya.
See you, mate. I'd user on this channel, getting fucked off. He's never coming back.
Dogebot.
What's Apple and Samsung gonna create?
Do you know what? I reckon
Right,
Apple are going to get left behind on the tech scene, and
See,
Samsung are just going to
if
kill
they
it.
stay centralised for 10 years, I think they might start losing ground. But
Sammy are
they've got
already.
the Americans by the ball. Well, they've got
Yeah.
They've got most Americans by the balls. Apologise to any American who's got an Android and who's into open source shit and all that. Aye, sorry. Shouldn't generalise. But Samsung, before I forget what I was Googling, Samsung
Already on the blockchain.
robot butler, mate. Get off the news. Oh, well, in fact, is there Samsung bot, Andy bot, robot butler? Why even carry tech at all when it can follow you about? Go and get me a brew. Yeah, come make me a brew. Where's my butler? Where's me, legitimately? Where's me? Give me my Samsung butler right now. People
Give the
telling me.
missus her flowers.
Just try to explain to Jan the other day, like that people that are walking, follow you about robot has got a place. That's why I've got all these robotics here. To build little tanks that follow people about and that, so you can whack an Alexa and whatnot on it. Samsung just demoed a robot household assistant called Bot Hander. The robot, which has one long arm, can do chores around the house.
Can it make you your Greg's sausage roll and coffee? I reckon.
I don't care what it can do, but I want to get that PDF back up that we had up yesterday, Chris, because I think this is it puts it in such a way, and you understand this is Volkswagen's version, and it's in a car, and they miss a hell of a lot of companies out. But when I come down today, oh, signal's jumping. Come on, lad. Come on, lad.
Look at that Porsche. That wasn't even a Porsche, was it? It was a fucking VW.
Yeah, it's a Porsche.
Gee.
VW owned Porsche, bruh. It was a Porsche. A self-driving
Was it?
Porsche.
Oh my God, look
Still
at
got
it.
the steering wheel. Which
Jeez.
is what it's telling you. It's telling you that at first they're still going to have people in, they're still going to have steering wheels all the way up to into the 2030s. But then
That's
eventually,
nice.
once it comes to Cedric and the fob, you're just going to be able to call Cedric on the fob. So if you push that fob, one of them's coming to pick you up.
Like on Cyberpunk 2077, that's all you do. You push your fob and the car just drives up alongside you.
Like that.
Yeah.
That'll come to pick you up.
And have you seen did you see the thing in Coventry? They're going to have the first sort of drone port, and those drones were in the picture. Those taxi things.
Yeah. That thing there.
Yeah.
So that's a person in the Volkswagen or Porsche or whatever car you've bought. You've got your mobility consultant, your virtual PA, mobility dashboard. It's connected to content stores, to automotive stores, to mobility stores, through every company you can basically imagine. Again, it says potential partners for illustration only. But I'm telling you, this is what I say, with the Internet of Value and everything getting interconnected and interoperable. That's the kind of connection you're going to have that with anyone, whether it's your watch, your phone, Amazon Alexa, your Samsung Butler, your car. Everything's going to be interconnected. It's kind of like Terminator Genesis, innit, when she comes to the future and she's like, fucking Skynet's connecting everyone to everything. That's legitimately what it is.
Yeah.
And there'll be, in the end, I see it going in a way where you won't even have a device in it. You'll have a bot that can do things for you. But in the end, regarding to speaking to Alexa and stuff like that, I think new build houses in the future, they're just going to have microphones in the ceiling that have also got a speaker, and it'll be put to an under the floor server and a relay unit that will work the house, blah, blah, blah. And in the end, you'll walk in a room and you'll expect to be able to talk to the fucking wall. Like talk to an Amazon Alexa now, you'll be expected to talk to the wall and tell the wall to turn the lights on, just as much as you would walk in a room now and expect there to be a light switch on the wall. It'll be that kind of expectation for the generations of the future. They're going to walk in a fucking room and be like, turn the lights on. It's an expectation. They're not going to be reaching for the wall, where's the light switch? They're going to expect smart walls, mixed reality rooms, smart rooms. completely smart fucking houses. It's just inevitable. Convenience always wins. Will they be waterproof? They better that be, Scott. Otherwise, it's not coming out here, is it? But then it brings me back to the to these. If you could get a massive battery on the follow me drones, so the drone that you just throw in the air and it floats. If anyone's ever played the game Destiny, where you have your little floating companion, you could legitimately have an Amazon Alexa floating about behind you.
Yeah.
Or beside you. You've seen them as the video in the guys going down the like that's videoing him diving off a boat, and if he started swimming, because he's wearing the strap round his wrist, it stays a certain distance from that strap. Obviously, he wouldn't want to dive into the water because it'll try coming down after him. But if you reduce that distance from the drone to the strap to 1 meter, 2 meters, you've legitimately got a potential assistant, an Amazon Alexa, to play your music, to stream content to your glasses, to answer a phone call, to just be your assistant, to ring the police if you have, to ring the ambulance if you have an heart attack or get in an accident.
Yeah.
Basically, a PA. Ghost it was, that was its name. Great spot, great, yeah, pitch of Destiny. So Ghost, it's that is not that far away from Ghost, is it? I want you to imagine that drone right there following you about with Amazon Alexa on it, or Google Assistant, or whatever assistant you want, a home assistant, one that you've built yourself. And then it could order stuff and make payments.
Tidy.
It interests me in like with what features have you got on that Samsung wallet there, Chris? Like regarding crypto, is there any talk about an actual Samsung coin or anything?
Nope. Got it now. Blockchain wallet. It is literally, yeah. They will though, won't they? So you just got all the wallets you can add: Bitcoin, Ether, Tron, all of them basically. And then you can go on the dApps button and access to all the dApps on the Ether network and the Tron network soon.
XRP #1 there, mate. They'll shoot approaching sharks. That drone, like, again, it impresses me. There's the 6 best ones on here. Let's have a little look. GPS tech. That's follow you on a bike. Vision recognition tech. The drone cameras and sensors collect image and sound data when it's transmitted to the processor. Blah blah blah. On track with a DJI's active track. Minimum flight height in active track mode 6 foot. So it will have a minimum height of 6 foot. And again, if it was just recoded to stay not at a certain height, but at a certain distance off a tag on your shoulder, or just have some smart clothing that's legitimately saying, that's telling it where it needs to be.
Yeah.
But the only thing is the flight time. It can only follow you for 21 minutes before it needs charging. That would be the problem. So the top of that straight away needs to be fucking solar panel, just to be able to get a little bit of sunlight power back in. So it extends that 21 minutes to at least 30 or 40, 50 if it's in sunlight. And you could maybe take it out for an hour or so.
To me, change the subject. Manarino's just tweeted out, I'm now 100% out of the stock market, zero exposure, and in my opinion, in this environment, that's exactly the place to be. There are times to sit out and let things play out for a while. Jeez.
Really?
Yeah, if he's pulled from the stocks, and that's this guy's.
What's that on Facebook or Twitter?
Facebook, but it'll be on Twitter. Yeah, I've just shared it into the group.
Things?
Yeah, I've just shared it into my group. Like that guy is like, he's been spot on. He doesn't even give like precise calls either. He's just going on.
No, he just talks about the emotion.
Yeah.
He's basically done there, which is not a bad thing to learn about when you.
He goes off the 10-year yields.
Shit, exactly. When you're in a long-term shit, he does it right, really.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the search, Joe? It hides when it's short. Why are you not top of me searches, bruh?
Yeah, it's in the group. Better hit that dark mode on the book.
Yes, Bill. It's happening. Acon developing a smart city. I know, yeah, in fucking Uganda or Ghana or somewhere like that. Somewhere in Africa. Yeah, get off that. What you doing? I don't want the managed group thing up. I just want to see the group. Motherfucker. Interesting.
No, he's not dumping his crypto or closing them.
All these precious, all these physical metals.
Jeez, mate, it's gonna come down at some point, isn't it? The stocks are gonna fucking implode at some point because the dollar's just ruined, isn't it? And it's all gonna play out.
ILP is the safety net.
Yeah.
ILP and XRP and XLM and all them rapid ones are just gonna come in and save the fucking day, mate.
It's the green fucking initiative, isn't it? It's what the Davos want, the World Economic Forum.
Oh, here it is. Buzzing. Cheers, Greg. Cheers, Gregory. You fucking G. SEC reviewing volatility amid GameStop frenzy, vows to protect retail investors but show them purposes. Always active. Off. Confirm the choices. You are. So it's the SEC said it is reviewing recent trading volatility that has led to a meteoric rise in GameStop and AMC Entertainment. The SEC vowed to protect traders and promised to scrutinize actions taken by brokerages that may unduly inhibit their ability to trade certain securities. Very interesting. We will act to protect retail investors when the facts demonstrate abusive or manipulative trading activity, the SEC said in a release.
This global pandemic is begging entrepreneurs to step into the unknown.
How do you remain unstoppable when the world comes to a standstill?
Some of the best businesses have been born out of recession.
Adversity comes out with the most amazing opportunities.
Discover how leading entrepreneurs are reframing our future.
If things are too easy, I'm always suspicious.
Never give up.
The Unstoppables, only on CNBC.
Just shut the volume up. I was doing my head in. And I realised right at the end.
Reading it a bit more in full here. Extreme stock price volatility has the potential to expose investors to rapid and severe losses and undermine market confidence. They go on to say, David, issuers must ensure compliance with federal securities laws. We will act to protect investors when facts demonstrate abusive or manipulative trading activity that is prohibited by law.
Yeah, I wonder who that ends up protecting in some way. You know, if that's a reference to Robinhood, I don't really know. You know, the best way to protect is to make sure your firm stays in business. It'll be interesting. Again, we come back to this, and obviously the SEC right now is missing its leadership position, sort of direction from that, even though obviously they have a lot of working commissioners and the like. But Morgan, it'll be interesting to see what they really choose to focus on and what, if any, true changes occur as a result of what we've seen this week.
Exactly. And I think there are so many different angles to this in terms of, back to your point, that we're going to be seeing regulators probably very busy looking at it. I mean, it's a gray, unprecedented situation. You've got the retail side of it and just the run-up in these stocks. But then on the other side, you do have these hedge fund unwinds, the short positions, the market makers getting destroyed on that volatility, given the blowout we've seen in that.
That's one thing that needs to stop. I think the markets need to start being 24-hour me. Every market across the board, 24-hour, none of this fucking closing bullshit, and then reopening in the morning at different prices. It's fucking bullshit. Imagine short, mate, $20, $30. Like 12 to 15 billion lost on it, like I said before, and then end up gains on the other side. But in it all, like we said, Chris, with Davos and that at the moment, in it all interesting how not only have you got the XRP being pinned down, so the safety nets are being pinned, not just XRP, your XLM and stuff like that, like all the fast efficient coins are being pinned down and suppressed while everything else rips.
Yeah.
And it just looks like it's the SEC haven't got a fucking anyone in charge at the moment.
They're losing grip on it, definitely.
With XRP, you got this happening in the general markets. It's all coming into the public eye, and I mean, people talk about flicking switches and shit, mate. If there was any time where they'd want to put money on someone flicking a switch in the next several weeks, it's right now.
Yeah, boy.
Want that bet on? Now, Davos. The Great Reset 2021. Yeah, it's all because of COVID, isn't it? Is there any videos out on it yet? 4 days ago, 18, news.
What is the Great Reset 4 days ago? Davos Agenda 2021. Is that just some dude, or is it actually them?
No, that's uploaded by World Economic Forum. It'll be a little advert for it. Similar to the one we saw the other week. We'll throw that on in a minute, but
TRX just pumped 15% in 20 seconds. There's about 80 billion of those things.
So it's another one of them groups pumps. So they was right about TRX next. The poster saw TRX next was right. The amount of times I've opened up all today and been like, should I get some more Cardano? Should I buy some dough?
I know.
So just throw 20 quid.
TRX getting pumped hard. Right, if TRX is in line with, like, if TRX goes, XRP usually goes with Stellar. I'd love it if it I'd feel bad, but I'd love it if it did go whilst, you know, they couldn't buy it in the States because of all this shit. It's just what I can see happening.
That's a fucking interesting paragraph, isn't it?
It's urgent need for global stakeholders. What?
To cooperate
Stakers.
in simultaneously managing the direct consequences of COVID crisis. Not the direct consequences of shit banking and an outdated system.
It will blame it on the virus.
Blame it on the fucking virus. Not our outdated shit manipulated to fuck corrupt system.
It wasn't anything to do with us.
No, was it? What's this for a doom and gloom video now? Serious?
Yeah, turn it up, Scott. I can't hear your screen.
What? Has no one heard any of the fucking chat? Any of the videos I played?
The pandemic has radically changed the world as we know it.
This, isn't it?
You're not watching the YouTube, Dad?
No, because it's behind, isn't it? Massively.
The actions we take today as we work to recover will define our generation.
Yeah. I just can't hear.
Now is the time to think what history would say about this crisis.
2020 has been challenging on a lot of levels, as economic, environmental and societal frailties have been laid bare. But it's also proved that when we need to, we can act rapidly and restructure our lives.
The recovery from the pandemic is an opportunity. We can see rays of hope in the form of a vaccine, but there is no vaccine for the planet. Nature needs a bailout.
God, it's like some fucking show, isn't it?
Go back to the status quo that you had before, simply because it was the status quo that got us here.
With everything falling apart, we can reshape the world in ways we couldn't before. Ways that better address so many of the challenges we face. And that's why so many are calling for a great reset. A great reset? That sounds more like buzzword bingo masking some nefarious plan for world domination. Hands up, this kind of slogan hasn't gone down well. But all we really want to say is that we all have an opportunity to build a better in some nefarious plan for world domination. Hands up, this kind of slogan hasn't gone down well. But all we really want to say is that we all have an opportunity to build a better world. And it's not surprising that people who've been disenfranchised by a broken system and pushed even further by the pandemic will suspect global leaders of conspiracy. But the world's not that simple. Every one of us has differing priorities, values, and ideas. That's part of why solutions are so hard to come by, and why we all need to be involved in the decision making. Because whether it's politicians, CEOs, academics, activists, or you, we're all about getting people together, even those you may not like, to sit down at the table and develop solutions that work for all of us.
She said account suspended.
We need enormous trust between the private sector and the public sector for this to actually work. That trust is hard to come by.
It's time for people to work together, listen to each other, and build this trust, so we can move towards a better world. And we really need one. Because while the pandemic affects us all, it's clear it affects some more than others.
The first people who are hit are the people at the front, those who are vulnerable. It is those on the front line who take it first, and that is simply unacceptable.
See, at the start of 2020, 1% of the world's population owned 44% of the wealth. And since the start of the pandemic, billionaires have increased theirs by more than 25%, whilst 150 million people fell back into extreme poverty. And with climate change set to dwarf the damage caused by the pandemic, the message from 2020 should be abundantly clear.
Capitalism, as we know it, is dead. This obsession that we have had with maximizing profits for shareholders alone has led to incredible inequality and a planetary emergency.
But no one can do this alone, and top-down approaches won't get us anywhere, because everything we've learned in our work has shown us that diverse voices lead to better results. And it's for these reasons that the forum talks about something called stakeholder capitalism, which would shift businesses away from just profit. Because
if we want to change where the focus of our recovery will go, then we need a new dashboard for the new economy. And that needs to encompass people, planet, prosperity, and institutions.
Giving people a real stake in the economy and putting well-being before growth. And that's all about getting the right people in the right place at the right time.
We must rebuild our relationship with nature for the survival of the peoples and our planet.
We have a window of time which is closing, and we need everybody who cares to get together and find solutions now.
It's the people who have great ideas and who share them with others. They're the ones who are shaping the future. So if you want to be a part of the change, then tune in, turn on, and get involved. Follow the Davos Agenda, right here, online, on YouTube.
Wow. So we need trust. Pretty fucking on the nose, that bit, wasn't it?
Or trustless fucking in between.
Trust is hard to come by.
It's time for people.
Trust is hard to come by unless you're in DLT. Capitalism as we know it is dead, and it is, man. Keep trying to tell everyone. But the minute you try and have a socialism conversation, they come back to, mate, it does me head in.
But no one can do this alone, and top-down approaches won't get us anywhere, because
top-down approaches won't get us anywhere. Centralised systems. It's decentralisation mixed with distributed ledgers, man. It's gotta be. It has to be. Yes. What is happening? What's happening? Myron. How would you say his second name there? Is that actually his second name or just a YouTube name? English made easy is definitely the standard. This is what I'm saying as well, though. I actually believe it's also the safety net of when all this comes crashing down. It's what's going to be introduced as the saviour. And again, not XRP on its own. It set a standard. The XLM almost immediately followed, just in a different principle. For regarding speed and everything else for transactions and payments, it followed everything the same as XRP. It followed the same standards, so it's just as fast. People can say what they want about it. At the end of the day, the safety net is the Internet of Value and Interledger Protocol, and any interoperable protocol that allows exchange of value between two networks. It's not going to work just speeding up current networks and then it taking time to get value between them. That's not good enough. The interoperability needs to be there. And the reliability, the trustlessness. Orcam My Eye glasses. We've got it in the end, Michael. I've got it in the end, mate. It's all in the end, mate. I see you, mate. Orcam My Eye. What? Have I searched that before? No. I don't want the price, but I want to know the second one's good. Everyone wants to know how much it is. A Day in the Life with Orcam My Eye. Ooh, this will be similar to A Day in the Life of Glass. That's a good watch. Seen that, Chris? Day in the Life of Glass?
No.
Watch a bit of it in a minute. Let me close some tabs here because it's getting redonk.
It's not Shyamalan, is it? Glass. What the fuck?
A Day in the Life of Glass. It's a fucking video
It's a
on
new
YouTube
day.
about
The sun
living a
rises.
like
The city is waking up.
new glass
The streets
technology.
come alive. And so does Amy. Amy, like all of us, doesn't like to get up. But she brushes her teeth, gets ready, and heads out to start her day. On Amy's way to the coffee shop, she stops at the bookstore
Greater than myself.
and realizes she has to run.
Time is 8:15 a.m. 10 Park Street. Believe in your selfie.
At the coffee shop, Amy gets comfortable.
Hot beverages.
She orders coffee and a snack. Then she meets Mike and Ellie
Ellie.
and someone new.
A young man is in front of you.
Cute. But Amy, you came to the coffee shop to get some work done. After finishing some work, Amy stops at the grocery store. Cereal,
Honey bunches.
milk,
Soy milk.
and
Dill pickles.
pickles. Now maybe a quick stop at her favorite shop for a little something, because you deserve it.
Dark blue. Pink. $100.
What? Amy finally arrives back home. Now she can relax. Take off her glasses. Sit down and have a drink. Ouch.
WireX.
Or Cam My Eye 2.0 is ready.
Going to be going down from
More
the
than
29th of January.
350 million people worldwide.
But they integrate with third-party service providers.
What are you saying there?
WireX. From 29th of January, WireX customers in the UK might experience a degree of disruption when adding funds as they're basically disabling SEPA and SWIFT.
Interesting.
Mm.
So just go into fucking faster payments and probably.
Wait, so,
ILK?
yeah, instead of SWIFT, same as Uphold, I reckon. I mean, didn't they already integrate something WireX? Weren't they doing something with Ripple in the end? I sent.
Jack, you.
Yesterday I sent.
Watching me. Sorry, Chris. I was answering my own.
I sent some money back to my Revolut from Uphold through ILP yesterday. So I withdrew like 400 quid's worth of XRP through the Interledger protocol in Uphold to Revolut, and literally the moment I clicked the button on Uphold, it received it in Revolut. Like I had the note. It was so fast, I couldn't believe it. I thought faster payments was quick and sending XRP was quick, but that, I was considering I was sending XRP to my normal bank that doesn't actually accept it.
Yeah, exactly, mate. It's sick, innit?
Yeah, just bang.
Click of a button and
Fuck.
it's boom. You can literally do it stood at the ATM.
Quicker to
do
get,
it. You could do it at an ATM legitimately. Send it from any asset from Uphold to your bank through ILP and just go boom, sent. Put the phone in your pocket and buy it. Like literally, it's there. It'd be there before your card's in the fucking machine and you're getting the cash out. It's just there. It's epic, mate. And people this is what I'm saying. Too many people don't really know it's coming, and the cash is getting that quick now, ain't it?
Yeah.
We've already said you need to give it till 2023 until almost every single currency on the planet can be exchanged like that. And again, we've always said it might happen sooner. But in all the documents, the ISO migration to everything else, it said up to 2023. And then ILP had become the standard of value transfer by 2025 and stuff like that.
But it will drive most commerce by 2030, won't it? ILP. That's what I reckon.
It's happening right in front of our eyes, slowly but surely.
Using it, isn't it? Different to like when we first got in a few years ago. We having to buy fucking Litecoin and send it to Binance just to buy XRP. You know, it's come a long way.
Right, so this Orcam is legitimately just a device, just clicks onto the side of the glasses, and it is basically just an assistant. It can read your text from a book, smartphone or any other surface. It recognises faces, help you shop on your own, work more efficiently and live an independent life. They got Messi to pose for the camera as well, saying he likes him.
Oh yeah.
Wonder how much you paid him to say he likes something he's never really used. Is he a shill?
I don't know. If you had that much money, I'd be into all of that.
Is that shilling?
Wouldn't you?
Is people in his fucking inbox calling him a shill?
No.
Because he fucking better act the. You know what I mean?
Ronaldo calling him a shill. Like.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like Ronaldo's like, you fucking shill.
Yeah, nah, but
it's like every fucking Ford inbox.
But if I did have his money, I'd be all over all this shit, just trying it all out.
Green. What's happening? We're just waffling now, mate, about smart gadgets and stuff. We're looking at this little assistant that clicks onto glasses, can read your books and stuff.
What's occurring? Are you from over the bridge, Rising Green?
Yeah, the last few days' entertainment, mate, it's been pretty crazy, hasn't it? We're wondering what it's clearly the beginning of something big. You can just feel that with the amount of people tweeting about it, do you know what I mean? And the SEC coming out making comments and that's what I was hoping to find while I was streaming, to be honest. I didn't know whether they'd actually said anything and Manorino came through. Crazy, mate. It's going off. Absolutely going off.
Getting hungry, mate.
Yeah, I am too.
What are you having, Scotty? I'm gonna have
burgers or pizza as always, mate. What was this? Two nights in a row I've had burgers. So I might have a pizza.
Garlic bread I got with fucking sausage.
Nice. I basically live on pizza, burgers, Greg's bacon and sausage baguettes in the morning and the week, sugar, caffeine, and not much else, mate. I have the odd cottage pie and pies and that occasionally. But it's mainly the easy shit. You know what I'm saying? Just walk up to the freezer,
brown
grab
food,
something, put it in the fucking oven. Warming. Like to warm. Like to warm food instead of cook. Which bridge you on about, Chris? Do you actually mean the pond?
Yeah, no, the one over to Wales. What's occurring? It's usually something they say, isn't it?
What's occurring?
Down in Wales. What's occurring?
Wales. Can you do Welsh accent? I always struggle with Welsh,
Hey,
mate.
I live about 20 minutes away, don't I?
I have to do what was the film? Fucking hell. What was the film?
Oh,
with Reece
Twin
Evans?
Town.
Twin Town, that's the one.
Great film,
Fatty
yeah.
Lewis, he wanted to be buried at sea. Who did?
Fucking
Fatty
twat.
Lewis wanted to be buried at sea. You know, when it's a line out of a film, it's easy to copy and follow, innit? But if
It's a good film, that.
I don't know how to do the fucking vowels and shit, man, for the Welsh. Fatty Lewis, Fatty. You know what I mean? I'd have to fucking sit there for ages. And there's not enough Welsh accent in movies doing it proper. Let's see what this bird's saying. Need a cop on the beat. Shh.
This global pandemic is begging entrepreneurs to step in.
Fucking adverts. Yeah, let's just play this and then we'll wind down. Sup, hate sing. Them Arkhams look pretty decent, you know. Oh, we are.
Never give up. The Unstoppables, only on CNBC.
I bet that's probably been blasting out people.
So talk us through what you meant by the content of that tweet. What do you think has been wrong in the actions of the last week or two, and what do regulators need to do to stop it?
So look, the first part of this is we all see what's happening with GameStop. There are rich people on both sides of this, people who are trying, it appears, to manipulate this market. And that's what we don't know the details of. For a long time now, the SEC has pulled back and not made sure that we have an honest market. The whole point of having a stock market is so that people across this country, around the world, can invest in businesses, help create that capital accumulation so businesses have the money they need to grow and to prosper. Instead, what has happened is it's turned into a casino, so that market manipulators come in and they drive markets up or down and make a profit on it. It's called the gamification of the market. And all of a sudden, the billionaires and some hedge funds are yelling because they're not the only ones who make money when the manipulation works. But remember the other half of this. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to lose money around this, a lot of money that they can't afford to lose. This is why we need an SEC that has clear rules about market manipulation and then has the backbone to go in and enforce those rules.
So, Senator Warren, is your bigger issue that these types of trades were going on over the last couple of weeks and pushing GameStop up, or that people were restricted from doing so more today when they were banned from trading? Because the two are almost opposite, and I just wonder which is the bigger issue you're focused on.
Look, the bigger issue for me is the SEC's inability and unwillingness to deal with market manipulation. It's not just what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Let me take an example. The example around stock buybacks. We all understood what stock buybacks are about. They're about companies buying back their own stock so they can inflate the price of that stock. That's just the economics of what happens. And it was market manipulation up through the 1980s when the Reagan-era SEC said, well, really not so much. And so what happens now is companies routinely manipulate their own stock. We're watching the same kinds of things happen everywhere. Outfits like Robinhood that say, we're going to give you prizes to come join with us, and then say, but you have to sign something that says there'll be an arbitration clause. So if it turns out that we really did cheat you, it'll never be made public. There'll be very little that you can do about it. That doesn't create a healthy market. What we need is a healthy stock market. And to have a healthy stock market, you got to have a cop on the beat. That should be the SEC. They need to step up and do their job.
Just for purposes around GameStop and everyone trying to figure out what's going on here, Senator Warren, who do you think is manipulating this stock?
Well, that's the problem. How do you know who's manipulating the stock at this point? I mean, people are liking to tell a David versus Goliath story, but are you entirely sure that's right? Are you entirely sure that there aren't wealthy people on both sides, that hedge funds haven't moved in on the side of the people who've bid up the price of GameStop? And that's what happens when you don't have an honest market. When you don't have an honest market, a lot of folks get cheated, and a lot more folks just say, I'm not going into a market like that. I'm not going to participate. I'm not going to put my money out there. This is happening at a time when millions of people are out of work, when millions of people are struggling, and they're looking for another way to try to make money. And going into a market that is not honest, that is not transparent, signing away their rights with arbitration agreements, and then getting cut off from being able to trade, that is...
So in every single one of them videos we've watched, we've heard buzzwords that blockchain and DLT solve like that. You know, we need trust. It can't be top down, it don't work. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be transparent. It's all the buzzwords that we know there's a solution there too. Do you know what, Rising Green? I'm not riding the train, sadly. I had Dogecoin ages ago, mate, and I sold at a profit and never bought them back. Is what it is. Wear that L. Yeah, and I'm not entirely 100% about any, like, the Dogecoin's fucking supply and that.
Or its fundamentals.
Yeah, it's a fucking, like Daniel's just said, it's a fucking meme coin, man. It's started off as a joke. It never really should have got where it got. But for some reason it did. And some people value it for some reason. So if they want to buy it, let them buy it. And good luck to them.
That's how value is created.
Exactly, mate. If people want something, it's worth something. It's as simple as that. It don't matter what it does. Fucking, people want pebbles. There's ornaments.
And shells.
Paperweights and shit. That means rocks are valuable. Like, everything's got value because someone else wants it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Doge is endless.
The fundamentals don't really matter. I think they will in the end. Come 2025 and 2030, when you've got a rolling internet of value that's snowballing and just getting bigger and bigger, and any asset or platform or dApp on a platform that creates a solution to problems or friction, or it creates convenience for the next generation, it will be added to the snowball. In the end, if it doesn't, the next generation won't pick it up. It doesn't mean that the ones holding it still won't put value on it and shit like that. It's just that for the next generation to pick it up, it's going to have to be contributing to an internet of value, in my opinion, because that will be the true buzzword in the end. There's more and more people saying it as time goes on. Internet of value and internet of things and internet of everything. And Doge is apparently endless supply, according to XRP number 1.
Myron, I've just looked at that on Coinbase on my app, and I can't buy XRP on it in the UK. So it's probably just like the one app they've got. God knows.
Is Pro on the app? Is the app Pro?
No.
Coinbase Pro?
Nope.
Try on Pro on desktop and let me know the outcome of that.
Or just go on Uphold.
Well, no, because if you want to know about Coinbase, like if you try Pro, if it don't happen on Pro, it's not happening on anything of theirs, is it really? I've got Arduino open here and everything. No wonder the CPU obstacle avoidance car. Fuck's sake.
I dived in yesterday. Are you back in at Rising Green for Doge? Well, that's going to make me FOMO in now. Just going to dump $1,000 in there, see what happens. Hopefully I can go back straight under a Zen.
I know, that's the thing, innit? When it's hard. It's catch-22, man. This is what I mean. It's all right saying that, but like, if you won't sell now, and you're holding anyway, you might as well just keep buying at any time. Dollar cost average.
Yeah, Exactly.
If you're never going to sell or exchange for years, I don't think it really matters on the price. TRX is about to pump. Aren't people saying it already has?
15%.
Where is she these days, Tron? There she is. Fucking hell, he was off on that prediction, wasn't there?
Oh, mate's just saying, apparently Revolut have added a stop loss feature on their stocks.
Stop loss.
Protecting the investor, it is. See, that's what they'll say.
Stop
We're
loss.
protecting you guys. Whatever.
Yeah, it should. It's a weird one. Stop loss.
Stop loss. What about stop gain?
FOMO into stop gain and just stop you gaining, or won't it? But like stop loss doesn't.
I don't
stop you
want to earn
losing.
anymore. Stop it.
Stop loss only stops you losing if you set it in profit.
Yeah.
Or it evens. If you go in, wait for it to come up a little bit, then put your stop loss at evens or in profit, then it's going to stop loss. But people put stop losses at a loss, so it's not going to stop a loss. It's going to stop further loss. Do you know what I mean? It's deceiving terminology, man. Especially for noobs. Got the volume there. Undernomics in that fucking TRX pump.
Fucking hell. What if they do take Doge to $1 and I haven't got any? I'm going to be pissed.
Mate.
You don't have to put a tenner in now. You get loads of them.
Don't start saying shit like that, because I'm going to hold them.
I know, yeah. Fuck, I might just have to dump me polka dot into Doge for the day.
Stop it. I'm going to put some in.
Are you? Don't, because then I'm going to FOMO.
What I was going to do was put 20 quid in.
See, we turn it into 100.
So it dips.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, and then I'll buy it.
20 more in tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you buy when it dips. I'll buy it. That's how it usually works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Then tomorrow we can swap.
15k in 30 hours.
Yeah, it's insane. But like I say, one day that's going to happen for a majority of coins, I reckon. I mean, it can happen. It just showed it's possible. It's totally possible for it to happen. If it can happen to Doge, it can happen to any. What's the market cap of Doge? It's like 7 billion. Isn't it? So, do you know what I mean? From nothing. Hex did it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on up all day, me wondering. Got TRX up, looking at Doge, thinking.
Have you got TRX on it? Have you?
Simple. Copy the reference, bank transfer. Got it. Like that. Well, that's no FOMO.
Too late for that.
I mean, like I've had Tron before. I had,
yeah.
How many did they have?
Mate, I was getting Tron under a cent in the middle of the bear season. I had fucking you get it under a cent. You had loads of it.
Yeah, I got it ages ago.
And then thought this hasn't done anything for 2 years. I'm getting rid of it.
I still sold it in profit. But I'm pretty sure it was about 2.5, 3 cents when I sold it.
FOMO'd e-gold. We were on about that the other week.
I mean, it's come down a bit in the last couple of hours on Uphold. Dogecoin. My head always wants to say Doge. Doge. Dogecoin. Doge. Or just Dogcoin, yeah. Dogcoin.
Interledger puppy call.
Oh. What the fuck off. I mean, it's 12. It's took.
Oh, it's down to 4 cents now, is it?
Yeah. On a little
By the dip.
By the dip.
To be fair, if something goes up to like 800%, when the fuck are you supposed to buy it again? You wouldn't, would you normally?
By the dip.
Like it only takes.
By the dip.
It only takes Elon to come out and say something about one coin.
This is what people's. This is the hell that we were all fucking wearing, mate. This is odd. Anyone who didn't do it. But think to all the little times where stuff's like been mentioned or popped off or blah blah blah, and it should have just been 20 quid now and then. Even now, just 20 quid in it now. It's 4 cents. Do you know what I mean? And then in a couple of days, if you start at 2 cents, it's 20 quid again. And then in another one as well, and just keep spreading.
Before you know it, you got 100k of them.
Exactly. I think not at first. When you first go in, you should pick a decent project and put like maybe.
Get your bags filled.
Quid or a couple of £100, couple of grand, whatever you've got fucking spare. Depends on how much you've got spare. It's relative, man. For a lot of people. But yeah, eventually, when you've got what you consider a decent diversified portfolio, and you've got a couple of decent bags of some long-term asset, start just throwing 20s and 30s and 15 quids into random ones. I don't give a fuck what they are.
Yeah.
Or how much they are.
I'm following the Grayscale fund at the minute. They brought out a list of potential coins they were going to add, so I added those coins this month to mine, and I'm just going to try and fill them up over this year. Because if any one of them does get added to Grayscale,
mate, the thing is most people don't want to put 25 quid on Uphold to look at it a week later and it be 16 quid.
Yeah, it's not for this.
Fuck's sake. Because that little bit of fuck's sake, just put it on knowing that it could go to fucking 5 quid. Open it knowing in the future it could have gone from 20 quid to 2 grand.
Or you put it in and go, I'm going to look at this in 5 years.
Mate,
just forget about it.
Honestly, mate, I want someone listening now. Do it. Put 20 quid in Dogecoin now and give me a shout in 2030 and let me know how much that's worth.
I'm going to do it now. Just for all intents and purposes.
Hold it till 2030 and let me know how much that £20 actually worth. You could be buying your own house. That's what I used to say. I think I had about 3,500 of them at one point, and a few more. I can't remember at another point when I'd sold. But I bought a few more and sold. But the intention was, in fact, it was well more than that. That was the TRX 3000. I had well more gold. What was it given Sebastian, the nephew?
It's still only 3p.
That's what I mean, man.
3.5p.
Like, transact.
It's still 144% up, though. You'd be mad on any normal day of the week. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could wait. But, like you say, if it's $1, you know, it was just 20 quid that you could have put in just to see. Just got to tell yourself that £20 now gone for a few years. And you're going to add to it as and when you can if it comes down. And not be pissed off if it comes down. Because that's why most people avoid diversifying with small amounts. And they're worried about what time they're getting in. Shall I buy now? Shall I buy now? Shall I buy now? Shall I buy now? It's all you see on Facebook at the moment. Exactly. There's so much attention to it. Picture this, right? Imagine XRP growing and gaining to $1.20.
Mm-hmm.
And then people start thinking in their head, do I stop buying it, wait for it to come back down or whatever?
And it don't.
But then all of a sudden, the mainstream fucking snowball attention that you've always expected to come starts coming. And it starts fucking ripping.
Mm.
And all of a sudden, people have gone from thinking, shall I sell a bit or shall I wait to buy a dip, to give me as much as I can before it's too late.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, the bed, mate. That could happen like that. No one really fucking knows. Do it, buy the Doge. Not financial advice. I'm going to say Rising Green told me to buy it all. No,
Doge Green.
Mate. You're not wrong, mate. You would be.
Just change your name to Rising Doge.
There, but like he says, with all the attention on it at the moment, it's up in the air. And for the, like I'm saying, if the money's spare, or you can, I know not a lot of people have got spare cash. It's fucking worked for, and not a lot of it's you can just ping away. But it's risk reward. You're pinging it away to look at it down the line, and you can pretty much bet your ass it's going to be at least the same value, if not a hell of a lot more, in a few years. You can say that about almost any crypto.
Manarino, maybe we are making a dent. People everywhere are dumping stocks and closing positions. Retail investors have had enough. Market is falling. GM.
Nice.
Can you imagine if this was like, this is the financial revolution?
Like it is the beginning of the end, but
it's the power. People have realised they got power in fucking what's going on, you know? And yeah.
Like you said, it might have actually, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if it's been triggered off some relatively rich person. Imagine it was like someone like Elon Musk in that fucking Reddit making it all blow up. So it leads to a snowball effect of it just being pulled down.
Yeah.
I mean, as he's just got up, Manarino, and he's just getting at it.
Got a whole lifetime of experience, you know what I mean? 33-degree Mason. You know, his long-term game is so spot on. It's unreal. He just puts, if you're like, you know, a long-term investor, it's very helpful, I think.
More debt, you can get my shock 12 minutes ago, we seen that.
Oh yeah, what are they going to print more? Oh yeah, just print the dollar into fucking
Congress
into its coffin.
Biden $1.9 billion economic stimulus.
Please do, because that's all coming to us. So just keep printing it for as long as you can. But Scotty, I'm going to have to shoot soon because
I'm shooting very, very soon. But to answer that, Rising,
yeah.
I think that's why they're suppressing the fast guys and the big D. It's interesting with there's a couple of staking like Dot and that's actually just took off lately. I'd have maybe thought that might have been held back as well, but it seems with your XRPs, your XLMs, even Cardano. But Cardano's supposed to be another one that's next with TRX and whatnot, so you'll have to see what happens. Throw 20-30 quid in a few of them and you might get a fucking nice little butty out of it.
Rose, did you see the thing about that XRP pump group for the first? Is that what you've written? No. Apparently there's some XRP pump group that are planning to pump XRP on the 1st of February or something. I've been reading on Telegram.
Well, if it's any links to that Reddit group, you never know what's going to happen, mate. That group on Reddit must have a fair bit of dough behind them collectively, or it's just a hell of a lot of people with moderate money. You know what I mean? Because what they did, mate, it's unprecedented, yo. Not just on one stock; it was a few stocks across the market.
Yeah, there'll be a documentary on that in a few months. No doubt.
I think we're almost ready for the big long, mate.
That's it, the big long. It's irresponsibly long.
It's fucking coming. Anyway, we're bouncing, guys.
Yeah, nice one, lads and ladies.
Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. It's Friday, innit? I'm down at the unit tomorrow. If my car's all right in the morning, it depends how it plays up and that. If it's all right, I'm gonna start the drive, go down there for a bit.
Cool.
Almost definitely try and do a stream with a card out and shit, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Pumping. Right, Pete.
Nice one.
Take care. Invest in yourself. Invest in the internet of value. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Nice one, Scott.